I want to talk to you about the aftermath of because we were talking about this last week when the whole world was holding their breath, wondering if the five citizens that were on the Titan globe. I forgot the name of the little submarine that was exploring the depth of the seas. And everybody was saying that they didn't have any more air and that they had to be found like before the next day at 12. If not, it was over. So since then, well, actually, it appears that they were dead already. Like, while everybody was asking themselves, yo, and the whole world was like, it just became a worldwide story, and boats and everything was made to try to Black Free Thinker, thank you so much for $10 donation. Keep on killing it. I mentioned you in my meetings online this morning since the moderator was discussing music artists and AI. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Actually, I have a song that is banging right now, and I wrote everything with ChatGPT. But that's another story. So yeah, listen. Ocean Gate, the Titan. James Cameron knew what happened immediately. Listen, it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see how the media and the whole world reacted before everybody knew they were dead, and how everybody started reacting once they knew that they were dead. Because in the beginning, everybody's holding their breath. We don't know. Looking for the sonar, dispatching the Navy, big robot submarine ready for the rescue. Okay. Then it was like, it might not be a rescue operation. That's what I was saying, like the night before, actually, when they were saying, yeah, it might not be a rescue anymore. It might just be a retrieval. And I was like, uh-oh. And apparently, what happened? What happened was that submarine was not ready to go so deep. Because at 400 or 4,000 kilometers down there, damn, that's a lot. Is it that much? I don't know. Listen, maybe it's feet. But listen, that deep in the sea, the pressure can make the window normally. From what a scientist was saying, they were saying that the hublot, the window, I guess, was supposed to be a maximum size diameter of 15 inch, and this one was 2 or 3 times bigger to have the view. The problem is, if you want to build something of that size, you must be sure that it will not break to the pressure. Because what happens is that if you have a pressurized, so you have a pressure that inside, and then you have a different pressure outside, when there's a little crack, and that's what happened, the little crack makes that all the pressure that's inside gets crushed by what's outside, meaning that they didn't even realize that they were dead. They just vanished like Thanos style. Like, it's they didn't even like feel it, because they just stopped existing, because they went from this to completely crushed in a minute. And inside of that, it was 1,000,000 degrees Celsius inside of the submarine, and it just completely turned into, it's like you take a soda can and just like so, and like it went so hot inside in such a second. It's like the same way as when you do like a, it's not exactly the same thing, but when you do a nuclear energy, it's the friction between the atoms that create the heat. That heat becomes the energy. So it's more or less, to simplify very, 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 very much, in terms of physics, is the same thing. The electrons from outside and the pressure from outside made whatever was inside just so fast that everything just imploded, meaning that inside of that thing it was 1,000,000 degrees in a second, and they all turned into, from their normal size to this, to some jelly that just came out of that little fissure, and it just turned back to the universe instantly. Or maybe they went in another dimension. But listen, they were all gone. And wow, after that, everybody starts saying what people love to say after the fact. We told them, yeah, I knew this hard. And then even all these people that were like, oh, let's hope, they start changing their tune. And listen, at the same time, listen, one thing doesn't have nothing to do with the other, right? But as an African, I want to not put these things, but at the same time, like last week, there was like 800 people that fell from there was a boat that got wrecked in the crazy sea of Mediterranean, and 800 people fell in the water, and 500 are missing. Only 100 survived. The rest of the 700 are probably dead. And it was not that much of a media circus about it, because I guess there were migrants and people don't care. So you don't want to associate these things, but then, you're gonna watch one news and you're gonna see how people go crazy about it, and then you're gonna see another news and you're gonna see that they don't talk about it, and you're gonna be like, oh, they're not important, those ones. And I cannot not share my thought about it. Like, I'm just like, I look at how people treat one situation and how they treat another one, and it's like, yeah. But some people are saying that it was a bad idea to go there, and some people are saying that, yeah, that's what exploration is. Like, adventurers, they know that they're risking their lives, and they will put their lives and money to go discover the world, go discover what's beyond the stars, and go discover what's beyond the depth of the sea. And if you are an explorer, listen, I'm an explorer of music, so I have to respect the explorers. At the same time, it was a very risky situation, especially when you know a little bit about physics, to do this vessel and to make it so rudimental. And there was an interview of a Portuguese businessman who's a friend of the deceased owner of the global, what's the name of the company? He said that he was invited to go to that trip, and he had a hunch. He was like, I don't know, I don't feel it. Especially after going in, he was like, wait, I have to stay in that little tube with 5 people with no chairs? Nah, man. And that's the son of the Indian billionaire. He didn't want to go. He just went there because it was the Father's Day, and he just wanted to make his father happy and share something with him. And look at this. Like, listen. So rest in peace to them, to the five souls of the Titan sub. And also rest in peace to the 700 people who were part of that naufrage in the Mediterranean Sea that claimed another bunch of lives as well. But yeah, what are we gonna do? Urban